Now back to the phones. Joel in Coconut Creek, Florida. It's great to have you with us, sir. Hello.
Hey, Rush. It's an honor to be with you.
Thank you, sir.
Trump started off his whole campaign with the signature issue of immigration, about the wall and putting the big, beautiful door in the middle of it. And he really got everybody fired up with that. And, if you look at the list of candidates that we have, you'd have to say Rubio's the shakiest on immigration. Since he's announced, whether it's in the debates or in tweets or, whenever he gets a chance, he's gone after everybody, even people that were lower in the polls all along.
Wait. Who, Rubio or Cruz is going after, or Trump is going after everybody?
Trump.
Okay.
And now it's basically exclusively Cruz. My question for you, I wanted to know what you thought about this, is I was thinking about it, and I don't remember a time that Trump ever has gone after Rubio about really anything, and specifically on immigration. You would think, if that's his number one issue, and he garnered a lot of support that way, why hasn't he gone after Rubio one time on immigration?
Well, Rubio has never been the front runner, but don't forget that for a long period of time, in practically all of December and much of January, I'd say the first half of January, Trump and Cruz had what looked like a mutual admiration society going. They were not, Cruz was pointedly not criticizing Trump. The theory when that was happening was, this is when everybody was still of the belief, well, not everybody, the consultant class, the donor class, the establishment, all thought or hoped or were praying that Trump would implode. Cruz was behaving and covering his bases in the event that did happen. He wanted to get Trump's voters. And Trump's voters are a very passionate lot, and they're intolerant of any criticism of Trump. And they're not very tolerant of people that don't energetically support Trump. So Cruz said not a word about Trump. And Trump, by the same token, wasn't saying much about Cruz. Cruz was not the front runner while all this was going on. Trump was. Then when Cruz all of a sudden began to move and then ended up being tied and ahead of Trump, then here came Trump going after Cruz, starting out on Canada. Now, I think if I'm right, you're going to see everybody in this race going after Rubio this week. Everybody. Christie, Jeb Bush, Rand Paul would have if he would have stayed in. Kasich. They are going to dump on Rubio like Rubio has not been dumped on before. And I think Trump is going to do so as well. But Trump is also going to focus on Cruz because Cruz won Iowa. And in Trump's world, that's illegitimate. That wasn't supposed to happen, even though particularly the last poll going into Iowa said Trump was going to win by 4 points. This is a matter of honor. And so Trump is always going to focus on Cruz or whoever happens to win a primary or be leading the pack in the polls should something like that happen. Now, just to reiterate, the first poll taken in New Hampshire, TV station poll, since the Iowa caucus has Trump up plus 24, which is pretty much consistent with where he was before Iowa. And this is, again, folks, it's depending on where you go in the media, you can find people, probably already have, speculating that, well, I'll tell you what you're going to see, because I've seen it now. There are stories out there already asking, has Trump's support never really been as high as the polls say it is? And this question's being asked because of the Iowa result. It's being asked by people who work at networks that put out these polls. You have expert analysts at blogs, network websites, wherever, that are now asking the question, maybe these polls have always been overstating Trump support. Could that possibly be? You've got other stories that, well, this loss changes everything. Now, this takes the momentum away from Trump. He's not the winner that he won. I'm sure you've heard this if you've been watching TV. You probably, in fact, I bet you've seen that, and every network has people just, the schadenfreude is incredible. They're so happy Trump lost, and they're snarky about it. They're out there saying, yeah, Trump, winner, 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 never lose, right? Gonna win, win, win. Well, you lost, Trump, you lost. You just feel the anger dripping off the TV screen when these people get going. Because they have been so frustrated, they couldn't explain it, they didn't understand it, and they're so gleeful, and they hope this means that none of these Trump numbers are real. Except here comes a New Hampshire TV station today, basically confirming that he's plus 24 after Iowa. So he's going to continue to go after Cruz because Cruz is the front runner. Cruz has committed a crime. He won. Nobody's supposed to do that when Trump's involved. Somebody does that, there has to be some illegitimate explanation, like he's from Canada, or he cheated with Dr. Carson, or what have you. And as our previous caller said, he's losing me on this. I don't understand anger at Canada. I don't understand. The anger ought to be at what's happening to the country. It's kind of a variation of what I said. Ted Cruz is nobody's enemy right now. The enemy, everybody's enemy, ought to be Barack Hussein Obama and Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders and anybody in the Democrat Party. They are responsible for this. And those in the Republican Party who've made no serious effort to stop it. But Ted Cruz is not one of those. No, I'm dead serious about this. But I know these campaigns, this is a primary, and technically it's not about the Democrats. I think it should be. I think it's a winning strategery to go after the Democrats. The Democrats are the reason we're in this mess. The Democrats are the reason why the Republican primary is shaping up the way it is. But short answer to your question, I think Trump is going to be hitting on Rubio at some point. Christie has already started. So I think Rubio, you know what Rubio should do? Change his name to Bush. Or change his name to Obama, and Christie would love him. Go in there, get a name change right now, and just change his name to Marco Obama. And Christie might want a photo op, you never know. I'm being facetious, ladies and gentlemen. But I think Trump's going to be hitting everybody that's close. Rubio's got the momentum now, as defined by the media. Rubio's where all the interest is right now. It always happens. You have this winner, and the winner was a surprise because Trump was supposed to be the winner. But Rubio was thought maybe, if lucky, to barely finish in third place. But he wasn't supposed to end up within 1,000 votes of the Trumpster. So you stay right here, folks, and we will sort all of this stuff out for you happily, minute by minute and day by day.